Crazy Town was started because of. It was the only thing I ran it, kind of like Joe Biden was in the election last year. It was every day was Joe Biden. It kind of still is now, although now it's kind of Jen Psaki. Crazy Town was started for one person, and that person has totally vindicated today my decision that she's absolutely flipping out of her ever-loving mind, and that's Mad Maxine. That's exactly right. She is the reason I started Crazy Town. She was the subject of the first 50 episodes of it, probably.
Could you
in a row.
Some of them? You have any of them saved?
I don't know. I'm sure I do if I go back and look at the old shows. But she just would say one wild thing after another. And I said, this woman lives in Crazy Town perpetually every day. She is off her rocker, out of control. And she has totally vindicated that idea to start this segment after her because she's nuts.
Wow.
And now it's beyond nuts, not even in somewhat of just a way. She's just dangerous. She's a race-baiting, dangerous, demagoguing insurrectionist. Correct. That's a good name, Paul. That's what she is. Waters went to meet with protesters and demanded a guilty verdict for Chauvin or else. Here is the clip of Maxine Waters and what exactly she said before we get back to this article. Cut one, G, roll it.
Yes, I would like to see the bill in Congress pass on police reform, but I know that the right wing, the racists, are opposed to it, and I don't know what's going to happen to it, but I know this: we've got to stay in the street, and we've got to demand justice.
As a black man, despite all of the efforts, I feel like nothing changes. And George Floyd is waking so many people up, yet nothing has happened despite the rhetoric. Like what needs to happen that's different this year than all the years before?
We're looking for a guilty verdict. We're looking for a guilty verdict, and we're looking to see if all of the talk that took place and has been taking place after they saw what happened to George Floyd, if nothing does not happen, then we know that we've got to not only stay in the street, but we've got to fight for justice. But I am very hopeful, and I hope that we're going to get a verdict that will say guilty, guilty, guilty. And if we don't, we cannot go away.
And not just manslaughter, right? I mean...
Oh, no, not manslaughter. No. This is guilty for murder. I don't know whether it's in the first degree, but as far as I'm concerned, it's first degree murder.
What happens if we do not get what you just told? What should the people do? What
you just confirmed her stupidness.
I didn't hear you.
What happens?
What should protesters do?
Well, we got to stay on the street, and we've got to get more active. We've got to get more confrontational. We've got to make sure that they know that we mean business.
So here you have before I even continue, Paul, I'll give you any thoughts so far.
Yeah, she wants a conviction for first-degree murder.
Correct.
Has anybody explained to her that he's not charged with first-degree murder?
No.
Could someone send her a memo, maybe at a paper plane? We can just stay at distance, just lob it in there, and second-degree murder?